Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Synergy. Last time I showed you the trick on how to actually grow your population. I couldn't believe I didn't know that for as long as I didn't know that. Anyway, things are going well. Collect 20 protective gear. I already have 80. Do I need to make more? Is that what's happening here? We're getting, I'm ready to get into the next cycle because we're going to get 10 more workers. So right now, for the next 20 days, we're just kind of like hustling around, trying to keep things functioning appropriately. We could probably take this, yeah, we definitely can take this guy out of the carpentry rotation. He's got 185 tree trunks at this point. I would love to get him working on works of art, but we don't have access to glass yet. We're close. We're working on the foundry. But once again, we're going to run into, like, lack of people. So, we're also running out of rocks. And part of the problem is, well, I could probably get one person working in here. In the dry season, I'm being very cautious about my water usage. So a lot of these things, like the forge running, takes water. The sand factory running takes water. There's just a lot of stuff that's going to be using clear water. So I got to keep an eye on the water production to make sure we're not running out and our people start drying up. This guy's going to keep on trucking. More sand is, it's basically infinite sand at this point. Even at 50% efficiency, just chunking out 10 sand every 2 days is kind of solid. It'll keep up with our purification basin when we switch it over to sand clarification in the normal season. And we'll have to see how much sand gets pulled into the foundry when we start making glass. But yeah, we're actually out of rock. Hey, a rocky amalgam. It's been like 5 episodes since I've seen one. And another one. We've got 60 free rock. These guys must pop out rocky amalgams like once every like century. Nah, it's not that long, but it does seem like it's a long time. You're out of bark, which is kind of wild. We had like 1,000 bark at one point. We still have 400 bark. We're just not delivering any bark. Are you delivering bark? What are you delivering? Water. Of course, to the rock plant. What else would it be? Going to work. Well, we do want to work on this cave. They're returned. All right, let's hold off on sending our expedition anywhere else. Well, let's focus on getting the colony functioning in the most appropriate way possible right now. Somebody's going to deliver tree trunks here. We should probably build a road out this way. Like here? Or maybe extend it from the normal road? Thusly. There's a rock. There's a rock in my way. Get this out of here. We're not even using these petrified giants. Honestly, I could probably tear them all out and I wouldn't I wouldn't bat an eye at it. This is our rocky giant field. Petrified giant, I should say. These ones seem small by comparison, which is kind of weird. You can pick them for mushrooms. I think I knew that. Alright, they're working on the arranged or arraigned? How do you spell arraigned? I feel like it's the same way. I'm not sure. We should not be picking anymore, I realize. I stopped using sowing a while ago. We should be trimming. Trimming all of the cabbage bush. Like that. There's so many cabbage plants. How's our food doing? 1,000 vegetables and 800 watery pods. Research is complete. Plant reintroduction. Was that from you? Did you do that? You must have. So now we have magnetic theory, which would unlock the mineral enhancer. We've got composter, which unlocks soil modification. Autonomous garden, centralizing parts of our crops in greenhouses artificially cooled with energized ice crystals would allow us to maintain growth all year round. That's pretty cool. And then agricultural farm. Once equipped with an agricultural building, our farmers can uproot and reap plants. These would produce a yield of cereals, which I assume you turn into bread, perhaps? I don't think I have access to blocks yet. How do I make blocks? Is that from you? I have some blocks, but I got them from somewhere. There's not a lot of green research left. We've done most of it. This one we can't do. This one needs art, which we don't have. And you also take art. I guess we do this one then, because we have not many other cultural researches to do. This one we need way more culture than we have, but we have the composites for the housing. Although something tells me the housing is going to need composites too. I wonder if it's like a tablet that we have to find that will unlock making blocks, perhaps? We might not even need to in this current scenario. Did you guys finish the cave? Not yet. We got 10 out of 20 protective gear, though. That's good news. Yeah, it is build 20, because he's built some. Could you guys bring this person some brick, or some bark? The arranged cave has been made. Mushroom picking? Mining exploration. 100% mining exploration. This is just free rock. Shut this sand factory off. We're sucking water into making 10 rocks. These people can just go dig rocks out of the ground. Stone house made. Fantastic. Once again, our cellars are reaching capacity. This one isn't. So honestly, we could knock this like down further. Although they've overloaded them with vegetables, so I don't know what I can do about that. You bozos, bring these people some bark. You're trying my patience. Takes 8 days though to make 10 rocks, so although it'll knock it down to 4, I guess with 3 people 8 is not divisible by 3, but it's probably close to 3 days to produce 10 rocks, which is not that bad considering with 2 people we were producing 10 rocks every 2 days or something like that. Maybe. So I guess the benefit of the sand factory is you can create rocks like really fast if you have a lot of excess water. Yeah, 10 rocks every 4 days. Not so bad. How many spare people do we have? 7. Once our children have grown up, we'll be doing great. We finished the foundry. I'm very curious about these agricultural things here. I think I want to try the autonomous garden. We have 14 technological artifacts, so let's make use of those. Culture's doing pretty good. How's the square? We get better. We still haven't unlocked the new houses. That'll put us to 620. And then we could get up to 670 from the irrigation canals whenever we unlock those. But other than that, we're just kind of trying to depend on the trees nearby. So that's probably the max we could ever do. This one, we still haven't built the weather station. I've attempted to build the weather station a couple times. But now we only have 17. Thank God they finally brought the bark. Yeah, we might want to honestly, let's put another person back to work in this center, because we have 7 people, and we're gonna get 10 more people in 3 days time. So I think we'll wait to send our explorers out again once we have the children grow up, because then we'll have quite a surplus of people. We could build a water pump and a well. The well is not possible. There is another watering hole over here, which I wonder if I shouldn't build another well just to make use of it. Takes 10 rocks and 10 tools. We have 27. Why don't we wait and see? Let's wait and see how the water shakes out once we're out of the dry season, because the well's not going to be able to do anything while we're in the dry season anyway, and we have 1 more dry season to get through. All right, we gained 10 new people, 4 new children this time. So you see, when you've even by only being like within 30 of our population limit, it drastically drops the number of children you produce, which is kind of crazy. I kind of wish they would balance it a little better. Like, not such a... Or at least balance the higher end. Because, like, I don't want to keep having to build, like, a crazy amount of extra houses. Because, oh, you know... Well, no. Because its amount of housing that can accommodate a new child is 14. And I only got 4. So... I guess we'll see what next cycle does. Does it now all of a sudden give me 14 new children? Or does it give me even less because we're at 55 instead of 51? I guess we'll see next cycle. I'll hold my complaints for the time being. All right, we got the protective gear. Send an expedition into the isolated cave. Okay, we have expedition. Is there an isolated cave on the map? Oh, here. Okay. It's an explorable. All right. You guys, going to take you 8 days out and 8 days back. So off you go. Now, we have loads of spare people. So let's put them all to work. Or more so. All right. We need to start getting more bark. So let's put 1 person to work there. Weaver's shop. 1 person in the weaver's shop is fine. 2 arborists is good. Our food is fine. We're at 183 and we're producing a crazy amount of food. So no worries there. Yeah, 1 picker each there. Got all of our water chugging along. That's great. 4 people in the kitchen. We could put more people to work in the research halls, but I think they're doing fine just the way they are. So we should probably build the refinery, which should go over here in kind of our industrial zone. Here. And there. Foundry. I almost think I should move this guy. I don't know why I built him down here, because he's not involved in the market at all. The sand extractor should probably get deconstructed. So I'm going to deconstruct that. I'm going to rebuild it over here, because like we have 550 sand and we're not even using it for anything. So it's totally extra at this point. But let's see. Let's do like here and then connect the road across. And then our foundry. Have we built everything else? We have. Okay. So the foundry, you're fairly large and there's a rock in the way. So maybe we put you here? Right there looks good. And then I'm kind of tempted to build a square in this location. Not I'm curious about the Botanic Square, but it's the Market Square that I'm intrigued by. But although the one thing about the Market Square is all it does is if you change it to a crafting district, it just increases the extra positions in the building. So honestly, it's like not super important. From like, because we barely have, honestly, actually we have nobody maxed out in here, so it probably doesn't matter. All right, we need 13 more tools. Tear that guy down. Move it over there. And now we have 10 spare tools. So we need 3 more. How fast do you guys chunking out tools here? We do have 10 just sitting there, but somebody will have to come by and grab those. Now, let's see here. You guys still have some stuff. Not a lot of stuff you could research, but some stuff. I mean, we might as well do... Oh, it takes 20 tools, which we don't have. Alright, disease prevention. On the off chance we would like to get our hands on that. Because we already have the pharmaceutical and the infirmary, but we could get the prevention unit just to have it. And I'm gonna put a third person to work in here. We've got an excess of water, and now that we've shut off the sand factory, I'm not too concerned about running out of water. It seemed like that was what was draining most of our clean water. But I would like to crank out even more tools so we can get our foundry going, which will then lead to the carpenter being able to make art. We've reached the crumbling slopes. Gear up to collect some plant matter. Collect the rock. Collect some water. We don't really need the water. As the party progresses, the terrain becomes steeper and more dangerous. Still, the higher they climb, the nicer the weather is. Their position allows them to see neighboring regions that would take weeks to reach. They note all the data their observations provide and spot a few useful resources in the area. A tiny stream indicates there could be a spring in the mountain. Also, the place is rich in minerals, although the most precious of these are susceptible to erosion. Lastly, the paths leading to it could collapse the moment you stepped on them. I could use rock. Yeah, let's get the rock. And come on back, and then we'll send you out to the cave. Yeah, we're three tools shy. You guys, where are you guys going? Delivering bark? How thoughtful of you. I wonder what scrolls are used for. I haven't even seen that anywhere. Prevents waste and injects nutriments into the ground's lower layers to make the soil more arable. So you could just like plunk this down in like one of your growing areas and make it like real good soil. I wonder if that would help with some of these hatted trees. Cause like some of them, a lot of them say they're withering. It's kind of interesting to think. I know you can. There's ways to do research to show you. Yeah, like behaviors and impacts. What did we have? Did we get access to those? I feel like we might have. Analyze the plant's surroundings, understanding how they affect each other. Plant's needs. Okay, so I think we'd have to do ground analysis to be able to know what level of nutrients a thing needs. Oh man, we should have built the sand glider garage. I totally forgot you existed. Oops. Yeah, you should have been built like immediately. Protective gear. Yeah, we researched that like ages ago, and I totally forgot about it. My bad. Where are the flora? Yeah, I was gonna say, where's the plant thing? Plant nursery. The various floors of the plant nursery allow plants from the upper level to release their water surplus into the plants below. plant sprouts that are analyzed or found through exploration. I don't know what that means, but I'm very curious about it. So let's just slap it down there, maybe. Actually, I take it back. What if I wanted to build a botanic square? We would probably build it like here, or maybe we would build it amongst these trees over here. Let's think about it. Yeah, like right here. How far out do you go? Right to that edge. So maybe we would back you up like here-ish. Have to tear out this cabbage shrub. Takes 40 rock. How many rock do we got? 0. Perfect. The perfect amount of rock. We're down to like very few citizens again. How did this happen? Although we did send 4 of them out into the wasteland. And we are using the rock a lot to make tools. How many branches do we got? 156. Okay, let's pivot. Let them finish. Okay, they did finish. Let's pivot back to... Let's pivot back to thorn sharpening for a second. Because we got these thorns and I'm not using them. They've come back. Alright. I know I was just talking about how you were missing, but I need to send you right back out to this camp. I would love to progress the story today. Are you guys working? You are. Just not a lot. Did we finish the foundry? Oh, we did. Yes. Oh, the foundry produces blocks. It takes water, resin, bark, and sand. Huh. And then you can make glass out of sand and water. Okay, cool. Well, let's just put one person to work here. Sand glider garage is done. Does that make them faster immediately? Look, if I look at them moving now. Maybe not. I think it only works when you instance the thing. What's this thing on the ground? I don't know. Hey, we have 57 tools. You know what that means? That means we can build our weather station. We would like to... I think we'd like to build it over here. Because we could build some houses over there. And so they would still be... Although these houses aren't contained in there now. Maybe like here. I think that would be good. Or maybe... Actually, I'm all over the place. I guess the thing that's tricky about it is the weather station's range is slightly less than that of the market square. So I guess we'll just have to stick it here. That's fine. You guys come out of the wisdom chamber. I don't know what to do with you right now. Oops. Because I don't think we have any art. Yeah, you guys come out of there. We'll put you to work once we get some art out of the carpenter. Expedition has reached its destination, the unspeakable. Once the cave is safe enough, the party discovers a large lobby leading to a door, which, considering the stone slab on the ground and the layer of dust covering it, was broken open a long time ago. The explorers pass the threshold and get stunned, unable to understand if they are facing something real or if their eyes are failing them as they face a phenomenon way beyond their perception. In the middle of a column carved in the rock, a vortex is whirling, blending threads of light with fragments of pure darkness. The vortex doesn't seem to have any thrust capacity, and the air is totally still. Even so, the explorers are surprised to find themselves moving towards the abnormality, as if it is exerting some psychological attraction on them. It is thus no longer surprising when someone gives in to the attraction. A technician from the research center walks toward the vortex and touches the phenomenon's surface with his hand before putting his head in it. As he begins to convulse, the other party members try to pull him out with all their strength. The scientist is safe for the time being, but it is impossible to know how he will be once he regains consciousness. For now, it is important he remains under surveillance in the city to avoid any other attack. Seeds, thorns, and cereals. All right. We've learned something. Our precautions proved insufficient. Within that cave, we found our researchers named a lens, a vortex in which a sequence of high-speed images whirl by so fast it is impossible for the human brain to follow. We have warned all participants to spend the minimum time possible in direct contact with the lens, but that recommendation failed to protect all of us. One explorer falls into a catatonic state after extended contact with the lens. We need to help him by ensuring his environment is good for his well-being. We'll also have to exert cautious surveillance over our citizens in the coming days. Based on our experience of the Mesa, they might be attracted to the lens and try to reach it. We must keep anyone from falling under its influence. Send an expedition to intercept the first group. Send an expedition to intercept the second group. Have 70 citizens and have 10 houses with level 20 in well-being. Do we have any houses with any well-being? We have 5. How do we improve our well-being? With fountains. That's how we do. All right, let's throw down. How many houses are over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rats. How's the well-being in this district? Not super great. It's not the worst, though. And a single fountain actually boosts the well-being by 5. So, we're just going to slap down a couple fountains. Maybe like here? And then one on the other side? We'll see how that goes. Takes a lot of rock. Ooh boy. We could also make the disease prevention unit, which would boost, that takes 20 blocks. You know what? We got 20 blocks. Let's make use of them. I take back, how much do you improve it? Unknown. It says increases well-being within range. We have no idea. But the fountain should help a lot with the well-being. We could improve the scent garden. And that would boost the range. Yeah, I was gonna say, that boosts the range inside it. The well-being has to be at 20 too. So actually, it's a good thing to juice the range of the scent garden entirely. See how big the range becomes then. Come on now. There you go. Okay, almost all the houses in this district are within the scent garden's range. We could push it one further, but that's a lot of citizens. Yeah, these are all at... What is this? 13? The long fountain has been built over here, which has pushed the well-being to 10. 18. That's pretty good. Okay, we need to juice the well-being a little further. We could put small fountains down? Do them overlapping? Is it a negative returns thing, or does it count? I guess we're about to find out. Alright, throw down a couple fountains all over the dang place. This is an exercise in experimentation. An expedition to intercept the first group. I'm assuming that means there are going to be 2 groups of people that leave at a certain point. Oh, I see. There's a position of fleeing groups, a position of fleeing groups. I see. So we'll send out our explorers when they get back. I see. Let's pull people out of our research centers right now. We don't necessarily need them. Does the well-being go down? I think it's just a culture influence from the Hall of Wisdom. I don't think it actually provides a bonus to people's well-being. Did it work? Did not. Rats. I thought I was clever by building small fountains all over the dang place. Okay, so we need to get clever with our well-being. The scent garden, boosting the scent garden's range will be useful. Yeah, these are all at 18. How do we make it? I guess we could slap down a prevention unit on that side of town. I guess we'll have to see what the prevention unit does to these houses' well-being. It'll be very interesting to see. Well-being is only +4. Okay. And it takes purifying remedies to do that. Good news is we've been juicing purifying remedies forever because I completely forgot about leaving my pharmaceutical factory running. Good news is, though, if we move this guy to this side of town, we can improve the well-being of the houses on this side of town. So what I'll do, this will actually cover all of the houses. We're gonna throw it down there, get this mushroom out of the way. I'm gonna extend the road through. How are you guys out of water? There's plenty of water. We've run into the issue again where I'm assigning too many people to too many different jobs. But you guys got back. I'm going to send you out to go catch this group of people. I'm hoping that means we bring them back and they join our squad. Should be great. Yeah, this is not our well-being district. We're going to pivot to this side of the town for well-being. We have 55 rock. It always uses some rock, so we should use the house that does bark, I believe. And then this house here will be good. And then we could rip out this fungus and put another house next to it. Used to traveling off the beaten path, the explorers quickly catch up to the wandering citizens. Parched and incoherent, the latter try to resist at first, but then they give in to the explorers' efforts to take them back to the city. 8 citizens! Yes! Alright, we have a way to gain population other than just growing many children. Alright, let's push to the end of this cycle and then we'll call the episode there. I'm hoping we can... Aha, exactly. I was going to say, I'm hoping we can get this thing built, and then that'll be like the proof of concept that we indeed... The expedition was already back. Dude, the sand gliders are amazing. Yeah, it takes 2 days to get out there now. They're so fast. But yeah, all of these houses are at 18, so building the prevention unit, adding a +4 to everything, should push all of these houses, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, should push all of the houses to the necessary well-being limit. Lost citizens' silhouettes can be seen in the distance. They try to escape when they see the party approach, but the unstable ground prevents them from running. The explorers are able to catch up with them and convince them to go back to the city. Fantastic news. Oh, dude, can they get back in time before the cycle ends? Because then the children they bring back automatically change to adults, which is awesome. But I don't think... it takes 2 days to get back. We'll see. I don't know if it rolls over on day 40, or do you have to go through day 40? They're building that house. They're back! Dude, that was lucky. And we have 70 citizens? So as soon as the prevention unit is done, everything's looking great. You guys working on... Or you're back to notching? We've actually run out of soft fibers. All right, well, time to shut down the Weaver's Workshop for the time being. Let's pivot to making some art, since we actually have glass now. We're almost out of thorns. 4 new children. Okay, well, part of that is we did gain a crap ton of adults. All right, so now the plan is to get more water rolling, because you're still low on water for some reason. Now I would like to get this other well going. Stone house completed. And then, how many free people do we have? We have 30 citizens now. All right, put them back to work in the research center. Infirmary. Weather station. It takes tools to run the weather station. Maybe we hold off on that. All right, the prevention unit functioning. Get 2 people in there with 1 usage of the purifying remedies. Haha, it works. Fantastic. Infinite knowledge. The citizens under the influence of the lens are stable but remain in a catatonic state. To heal them, we must first understand what is wrong with them. We must obtain the necessary technologies before sending out another team to analyze the images conveyed by the lens. Experimental laboratory, 10 houses. Hey, the knowledge district. That's what we're after next. So we currently have 7 knowledge. Put these 2 people to work. Put these 2 people to work. And then an expedition to study the anomaly, and we need an experimental laboratory. All right, for now, I think we've done a great job this episode. If you guys enjoyed, click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of Synergy or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody!